Hey everyone, my name is Caitlin and I am one of WRAL's multi-platform producers. I had the incredible pleasure of getting to speak with a family of winners from the 2025 National Gingerbread House Competition, which is based annually in Asheville at the Omni Grove Park Inn and Spa. People from all across the country compete in this contest, and the second place winner in the adult age group and the first place winner in her youth group just so happened to be a mother-daughter duo from Cary. I hope you all enjoy this conversation and getting to know more about these two talented family members. And if you do, please remember to like and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks for watching. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today, Heather and Bailey.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So previously, Heather and I have talked a little bit about her background. You have a pretty extensive background in creating a lot of these designs, and then you got into gingerbread house making through a friend. I'm curious, Bailey, you've been around your mother your entire life. What kind of inspired you to make one yourself or want to step up for yourself?
Well, I've also really wanted to see the Omni because she said like the view is really good. And also they have a giant gingerbread house selling hot chocolate, so that helped. And then also like I love building mini models. This would kind of be something like it, just edible. So that's kind of how I got into it.
Mini models like the ones that like the Lego sets or just like ones that you come up with yourself?
A mix.
I'll say both. Yeah.
I also buy like kits like from Michael's and put those together too. So.
Do you think that creativity stems from being around your mom so much, or do you think that's just something that's all on your own?
Like mostly because like well, I mean she does like fine details on her cake too. And I always just like adding just like little fine details into like a house or something. So
Well, Heather, I guess if you wanted to go into a little bit about why you decided to pick up cake creating in general, you have this degree in fine arts. What kind of made you transition to that and then finding the gingerbread world?
So I've always loved art. I've done it since I was Bailey's age, entering contests. I knew that's what I wanted to go to school for, but couldn't find a job after college. So I followed family into the military, and worked with the Air Force and the DoD for about 8 years, and realized that was not the right path either for me. So using the GI Bill, I went back to pastry school, just to try something different. Really kind of fell in love with it. And then shortly after, realized I was pregnant with our oldest. So things kind of shifted again and started making cakes for family. We have a very large extended family up here. We're up to what, 25 family members. And then it just kind of spread to neighbors and friends of friends and all that. And so I've been doing that for over a decade. And then, yeah, I met Greer Rubling at the bus stop for our elementary school. And she is the one that got me into the whole gingerbread world and kind of been addicted ever since to it. Right?
Yeah, you recently judged the Cary competition, is that right?
We judged the Cary competition. It's the second year I've done that. Recently competed on a show with Greer and Faith as well. That just finished up this week on Food Network and the Magnolia Network. And we've been to nationals a couple of times. So
that is so incredible. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
I can't imagine how that feels. Already winning a competition and not being on TV for it.
It's been a little crazy this year, hasn't it?
Talk about the process of making your houses. This is the first year you're doing this by yourself, Heather, and this is your first time in general, Bailey. So how long did it take, from the beginning, like when and why did you come up with the designs that you did? Where did that process go after?
Well, like mine was a mushroom house, and me and my mom both really love mushrooms. And also, my old elementary school had a gingerbread competition there last year, and I won first. And I made mice for it, and then judges told me to go to nationals. And I just love all these like tiny creatures. So like I decided to do gnomes and mice too, since I knew how to make them. And yeah.
Can you tell her when you started on your piece?
Oh yeah, I started in September.
Okay. And the competition was end of November, so you had
It was
about
middle November.
What about you, Heather? When did this idea come to you?
So me and Gert actually started on a design at the beginning of the year. And then the opportunity of the show came, and the show kind of took over everything for a bit for us. And going into the show and getting that final, yes, you're going to go out to LA for it. Greer, Faith, and I were all like, we're not doing gingerbread. We're not going to nationals after this. It's too much. But this one convinced me to still enter. And I'm with her. We've always loved things that are forest, mushrooms, little creatures. I'm not a huge structure person. Like most people, when they think of gingerbread houses, they think of the cute little cottage and all the piping and all that. That is not my strong suit at all. So I created almost like a little hobbit house and a huge tree kind of going over it. So it's much more organic than a four-sided little house. And like Bailey, I made sure there was moss and mushrooms and stones and little mice everywhere. It's all edible. So for nationals, it has to be 75% gingerbread.
Yeah.
But 100% edible. Everything from the base up. Your base can be wood or acrylic or something heavy, but then it has to be covered. And everything, including supports, has to be edible above that.
Do you guys have any inspirations for creating what you did or doing the work that you do for gingerbread making?
Pinterest. I learned that a lot of competitors use AI and they kind of go in and prompt and they're like, tweak this, or I want to see this, or to kind of get it closer to what's in their head. Yeah, that was something that I learned this year. But yeah, we love going on Pinterest or trying to find photos or going in books. We had a book the other year that we really liked, and just finding those inspirational photos.
Like Thousand Things of Nature book.
Thousand Things of Nature book. Yep. And then just kind of making a inspiration board and saying we like this and we like this color, and pulling all those pieces together.
Yeah, it's just like we love like mushrooms, so that definitely helped. And then I also wanted to like make it fun, so I decided it's gonna be a mushroom house, and the gnome is gonna be throwing himself a birthday party. So yeah, I had table with like cake, and behind the mushroom there was a mouse like stealing a piece of cake and eating it.
That is incredible. Did you come up with the names and the ideas for your scenes just all by yourself, Bailey, or was it?
I did like search up the names though, but like mostly the mushroom house was me.
How does it feel to win?
It was like really good.
You'll have to tell her like the best part of your win. What was the best part of your win the next morning?
Oh, okay. So at the Omni, they have a spa, and her friend took me down there. I'm not old enough to go in yet, but there's like a viewing window that I can see in. And then there was like a gift shop, and inside was this teddy bear, and he had a robe on and skincare headband and slippers, and he was $40, and she told me no. So when I won the $1,000 the next day, I was like, I immediately ran over and said, I can get the bear.
Yep.
Wow.
I named him Lufa, because that just fits.
I love that. That's the first thing that you want to buy with $1,000 is a $40 bear.
Yeah, Greer was in the background going, if she wins a top prize, it comes with money. And I'm like, go away, don't say that. And yes, first thing she did after the whole ceremony was concluded is she ran over to the adult table screaming, I get a bear.
And in first place, receiving $1,000 cash, a 2-night stay at any Omni property, dinner for 4 at Edison Craft Ales and Kitchen, and a trophy is Y305 from Cary, North Carolina, Royal Foot's Mushroom Madness.
So that is what we did the next morning when the spot opened up.
Forget the $1,000, forget the first prize. The bear was what you
The
wanted.
bear was it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I went into it really proud of doing this on my own. Like I said, gingerbread is not my profession. It's something that I've kind of learned hands-on with Greer, asking a ton of questions. So just getting into the top 10, like I said, making the table is a huge thing. Especially, I think this year they said was a record number of participants.
There were over 100 adult entries.
Over 100 since we didn't have it last year. People kind of held on to their pieces and entered this year. So I just kept saying, if I could get in the top 10, it would be wonderful. And so I got called up and walked up there.
Greer screamed her lungs off.
$1,000 cash, a 2-night Mountain View stay at the Omni Grove Park Inn, including breakfast and dinner for 2, and 2 spa day passes. Congratulations, a 175.
And then Bailey's win was announced first. So that was lots of screaming. And the friends that I was up there with kind of pushing me, like, go get a hug. And then, yeah, they came to the adults and never expected to get second place over some of the amazing pieces that were on the table with me. I think I blacked out just a little bit seeing my piece up there. Tons of screams.
I screamed.
I know Greer did, Faith did. We actually had some of our competitors from the show that we were on drove up from Atlanta to support us and heard their screams in the audience. So it was kind of amazing that night.
Yeah. Do you think you'd want to do it again next year?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you already started thinking about your ideas, or that's okay? You have a lot on your mind. Yeah.
But Greer texted me, please don't leave me. We need to compete again together. Sent me a ton of ideas of what she wants to do. Yep.
I told my friend about it and she was like, I want to do that. I just want it for the money. And I was like, hey, you could definitely paint, so I can handle the other stuff. So I don't know if I can get Bridget into this.
I don't know.
But yeah, because she's a really good artist.
She is.
And she paints really well.
I said that's what's funny about my win, because I was introduced to gingerbread being Greer's personal assistant and just going with her kind of on the wings of her second place win from the year before. So yeah, just like being introduced to the Omni is already a feat of its own. But all of our food was free, the spa was free, or everything was free. And I'm just like, this is crazy. And now getting my second place win, she did inform me, she goes, I'll be okay if you take your husband, but I trump everybody else. So I'm like, no, I will pay everything back. And so we're going to plan a girls' weekend and do that.
I'm coming.
I love that.
You can't exclude me. I'm coming.
Okay.
That's true. She won.
I
So
know. Mhm.
she's included all that. Well, perfect, guys. Do you have any lessons learned that you want to share from this whole experience, and any advice for people who want to get involved in competing or just making their own gingerbread house for the first time professionally?
I mean, it is a way to express yourself and what you're feeling. People should definitely try it. And also it is really fun and stress relieving too.
It can be a little stressful.
Yes, but then if you actually get something perfect, then you're like, oh my god, yay!
I think my thing going in is same with cakes. You can have a plan A, but be prepared for a plan B. Something may not always work the first time. An ingredient may not hold or act the way you thought it would. And you need to be, you got to be quick to pivot to a plan B, but also be patient at the same time. I know that kind of sounds weird. It does teach you to like take a deep breath and see what you're capable of. I mean, you are working with food, so it's a little different. So yeah, that's always my thing. Just kind of have a plan B and a C and sometimes more, but just take a deep breath with it.
Yeah, beautiful. Perfect, guys. I think those are all the main questions I really had for you today. Is there anything else that you want to talk about that you didn't get a chance to really touch on or want to mention? Something that you're excited about that you didn't get to talk about?
Kind of excited to be done with gingerbread for the year. It's been a lot with gingerbread, hasn't it?
And sorry, I never even got your age, Bailey. How old are you?
11.
11 for your first win. That is 111. Those are angel numbers. Those work.
Those are, yeah.
Perfect. I wanted to ask actually, are the houses still on display at the Omni, right? Your
They
birthday
are.
house?
They are on display until January 4th, I believe. Hers will be. The adult first, second, and third place actually stay there all year long.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So mine will be there until we go to nationals next year.
Gotcha. Well, thank you so much for your time today, the Nadeaus. Am I correct saying that
Yep.
correctly? Congratulations on your win, and we're excited to see you hopefully win again next year, 2026. Thanks
Thank
for
you for
joining us,
having
guys.
us.